like you guys improved on free throws, but now there's an issue with the three-point shooting. It's like you can't win for losing, can you?
You know, three-point shooting is as you know, it's kind of been sporadic this year. You know, coming in the year, we thought we'd shoot the ball much better consistently from three, and you know, the consistency hasn't been there, you know, throughout the season. So obviously that's something that we continue to work on, and you know, we have some shooters that in practice, you know, shoot the lights out, and we're still waiting for that day, you know, that Joe hits about 5 or 6, Matt Ryan hits about 7 of them, and because we see it in practice, it's hopefully going to come in the games.
Bryce, you came in kind of accentuating the positive of what you guys have done. Is there any part of you that says, let's just not do that this game? Let's just say we blew it, we were terrible, you know, anything like that?
We had those a few weeks ago. You know, you go back to the Oklahoma game, the Kentucky game, the first half against Kentucky. You know, those were obviously disappointing games. But you know, like I told our team, you know, we got rebounded by 16. We held them to 34.7%. Like the effort and the toughness was there tonight. You know, it was the passing the ball to the black and gold, and you know, not to them. And that was, you know, obviously the Achilles heel today. So extremely proud of our effort, extremely proud of our toughness, extremely proud of our defense, extremely proud of us fighting to the end. But you know, disappointed with, you know, today would be, you know, obviously turnovers. If we take those points off turnovers, man, it's a different story, I think.
Aaron said, you know, they're playing the game, not the score, but can guys be freer when you've got a 5 or 6 point lead as opposed to a 5 or 6 point deficit? Do you think that would help this team right now?
You know, we got that 3-point lead in the first half, and you know, I think they came right down and maybe went on a 7-0 run to end the half, I think. And so, you know, that was a little deflating because we worked so hard to get the lead, and then they had, I think, 2 runouts in transition to end the half. You know, we took him out because of his fouls. And so they got a little spurt. So that was kind of deflating. But, you know, I would like to be in that position and talk about it with you. So hopefully we can get in that position and get a big lead and be able to talk about it. But, you know, lately it's been a back and forth games a lot. And we've been, you know, if we get a lead, it's only by, you know, 2-4, somewhere in that range. But it would sure be nice to get a bigger lead and be able to play with it.
Bryce, you were pretty animated on a few calls. Were you trying to get a tee? Did you think you were going to get teed up?
You know, Adam, obviously I can't talk about, you know, that stuff in there. But, you know, I was proud of our guys because, again, they competed. And even when guys got in foul trouble, they still played aggressive. And that's what I want them to do. You know, at this point, you know, we can't compromise putting guys on the court that are scared to foul or scared to, you know, not get in foul trouble. And, you know, I was proud of how aggressive, you know, our guys played even, you know, with the fouls.
What were you missing with Cindy after he fouled out there in the last few minutes?
Yeah, it was a huge shift. I thought we had really gained momentum, and we cut it to 4. And again, we had the defensive rebound, and you know, obviously that 4th foul I really thought changed momentum of the game. I think they went up 7 right after that, and then they got around that, you know, 8, 9, 10 mark, and you know, we kept fighting back, but that really shifted the momentum, you know, to them. I thought he had just made some really nice plays on our end that, you know, we started to get a good rhythm on offense.
Personally, what kind of challenge is this for you as a coach in your career of trying to get the team up every game in the middle of a losing streak?
You know, it's, you know, obviously it's uncharted waters for myself. For our players, it's uncharted waters. For other coaches, it's uncharted waters. But, you know, it's been a big character check. You know, it's like, what is our program about? Where does our program stand? You know, where's our program going? And as we're walking through this adversity, you know, I'm seeing, you know, a vision, even more of a better vision than what I saw a few years ago, I think, for our program as we go. And I think it starts with, you know, these core guys that we have, you know, how hard they're playing. And this will be something, again, that will motivate us the rest of this year. It'll motivate us in the off season. It'll motivate us, you know, in preseason. It'll motivate us, you know, if we lose a game next year, because everyone in there is going to be telling everyone that comes in, you know, how quick this thing can change and how every day starting, you know, in the spring is important moving forward. So, you know, I see a foundation that's being laid. I see a great culture being laid, and it's really helping us, I think, identify, you know, with our young guys and with growing them up the right way. And I believe we're doing that. Even though we're not winning, you know, we're growing up the right way.
So you're seeing small positive things within the overall negative of a loss?
You know, I am. And, you know, I think our team is too. You know, when guys speak up in the meetings, when guys speak up, you know, after the game, you know, it's good stuff that I'm hearing. It's stuff that, you know, really wants to win and what we could have done better to win, but then it's stuff how, you know, for the future, what we have to do better and you know, where we're going. And again, we're playing, you know, Auburn, you know, they had one sophomore, I think, everyone else, you know, we've seen these names for 3 years here, you know, a lot of these guys. And, you know, hopefully we get to the point where guys are seeing our same names for 3 years, 4 years. And I think that's the time, again, that hopefully we're going to really reap a nice harvest from all that we're going through right now.
You think there was a moment for Aaron where he took it to the next level? I mean, he's clearly become your go-to guy.
He's been fantastic in the stretch. I mean, not only that, he had 14 rebounds. I mean, he's been sensational. You know, I think that Tennessee game was maybe a pivotal point for him. I think he had 24 that game, made a lot of big shots. And, you know, we're riding him a lot. You know, 37 minutes for a true freshman. You know, we're riding him a lot because he's making so many different plays. But he's a warrior, and I know I love watching him out there. I know you guys probably love watching him too. And he's going to be a very, very special player at Vanderbilt.
I mean, he seems to be happy about kind of becoming that go-to guy, right? You think that's helped him thrive as well?
You know, he's so competitive. Again, he hates to lose. You know, we had practice the other day. We're doing game-ending situations, and, you know, he hit a buzzer beater at the end, and he's celebrating, you know, just like it's a game. You know, he just loves to compete. He loves to play basketball.
Any more for Coach? Okay.
You know, I hate coming to you guys after games that it stays like this, but, you know, I'm encouraged by some of the things our team did tonight. You know, we have a lot of different categories, statistics we want to hit in a game, and we hit nearly every one of them except turnovers. You know, turnovers was obviously the difference in the game, the points off of turnovers. There's no transition defense for turnovers. And when we were able to get back on defense and defend 5-on-5 for the second straight game, you know, these guys really defended well in the half court.
Aaron, how difficult is it to take silver linings, to take good things in a losses like this?
I mean, well, you learn from every game you play from. So, I mean, like Coach Drew said, our defense has been a lot better than past games. So, I mean, if we can take from this, just keep getting better defensively, we'll crack it one time.
Aaron, this game, I think neither team led by more than 4 in the first half. You know, it was kind of close all the way through. Are you watching the scoreboard all the way, or are you just playing the game, and at some point later in the game you look at the scoreboard? Or
I mean, we just play basketball. That's, I mean, part of the game of basketball, I guess, is looking at the score sometimes. But, I mean, you just play basketball.
So it doesn't feel like you're behind all the time. You don't feel like you're trying to fight uphill most of the game?
Yanni, defensively, what do y'all think y'all are doing better these last couple 3 games that you weren't doing earlier in the season?
There's been a lot of emphasis on defense in practice the last few weeks. So I think guys are really locking in. Help side's been great. And just a lot of on-ball defense. We've been doing a lot of one-on-one, so just taking it personal and guiding your man and taking it personal that you don't want to let him score on you.
Aaron, there were 4 or 5 times I think you guys couldn't get a shot off with the shot clock. How good were they defensively too today, you think?
I mean, they're a solid team. I mean, they're like youngest played with a sophomore, so they've been around a while. They know how to play defense. We just got to execute our offensive set quicker and faster.
Aaron, for a lot of teams, just with the losing streak would kind of wear them down. You guys are keeping these close. Is it tough to stay up every game like that when you're in a losing streak?
Nah, it's not too tough to stay up. I mean, if you love playing basketball, you're going to get up for every game you play. So, I mean, we go out playing, not looking at the record. We just go out to win every game we play.
Any more for the guys? Okay, thanks, fellas. Appreciate it.